Hey guys, this is KRX50 here, bringing you another review. This time I'll be reviewing the Deluxe Thundersaurus Megazord from Power Rangers Dino Thunder. Now, if some of you have watched my collection video, you might remember that I started this out as being Abba Reno. Well, the thing is, I've owned both the Abba Reno from Abba Ranger and the Thundersaurus Megazord from Dino Thunder. And a little complicated story about, divorce, separation orders, not being able to go one place, having some stuff at one house, some at the other. So basically I have what's mostly the Thundersaurus Megazord with a couple of parts off of the Abba Reno. So, considering the majority, I'm going to be calling this the Thundersaurus Megazord. So this consists of 3 Dinozords, the Tyrannosaurus, Tricerazord, and Pterazord, and it's the main Megazord used by the first 3 Dino Thunder Rangers. So looking at each of them individually, here we have the biggest of them all, the Tyrannosaurus. The first, being the first dinosaur series since Zero Ranger or the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. It's kind of cool to see another red Tyrannosaurus, but this one's a lot more detailed. It's got nice legs. It's got some really stubby little Tyrannosaurus arms, open and closing jaw. Tail, legs that are adjustable, has a thigh, foot, and knee, and some nice gold and silver and black details with some good green eyes. The tail is gonna be a major part later on, so I'll get to that later. Next is the blue Triceratops, Tricerazord. Also, throwback to the original one in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, or Zero Ranger. The horns can be moved in and out. We switch on the back. Got some nice detail. Also got chrome on both tails, there and there. Comes with this, little clip attachment, which will come in handy later. And you have the yellow Pterazord. So this one's not a throwback, because the first Pteranodon, or Tyrannosaurus Zord, was pink, as opposed to this yellow one. You can move its head and neck, rotate the wings, fold them in and out, up and down, fold out these inner parts, and move the feet a little bit. So, starting off the transformation, we'll of course start with the big guy. So for the Tyrannosaurus, start off folding in the legs, folding the arms, taking these panels on top of the legs, flipping them all the way over to the back, then folding them down and connecting them to the sides of the legs. Now take this section and move it forward while rotating around the legs, then connecting into place like that. And rotate 90 degrees, fold down the tail to become one of the arms, move up the head, roll it down, then slide into place. And you take this part, open the mouth, and push up the head, then snap it into place and close it. For the Triceratops, you just fold in the legs, attach it as the other arm, and here's something you can do with this mode. This was actually used at least once within Dino Thunder and Abba Ranger. You can take off this, flip around the hand, detach this part of the tail for another hand, and attach the tail to the Triceratops, then fold over this part. Connect the 2 tails together. And here's where this handle comes in. You can either have this handle here, or this one here. Then place it in, and you've got the Thundersaurus Megazord Sword and Shield mode, which is used in the absence of the Yellow Ranger. So that's pretty cool. Getting back to the main transformation, just put everything back in its place. Take that there. Attach this tail. So getting onto the Tricerazord, attach the legs and tail, fold in the wings, and fold the head. So that's just resting there. Take it, slip it on, attach the wings to the chest, and clicking this down into the waist area. Then take the rear section, flip around the legs like that, then place it right on top the helmet, and there you have the Thundersaurus Megazord. So that's this is really a pretty nice design. It doesn't really have leg articulation anymore. You can still move the knees and the feet a little bit, but it's a little limited. You still got all the way around arm rotation, and you can fold this out to the sides. This mouth can also open and close, as I showed earlier. I guess we didn't talk about that though. And you can open and close the mouth, of course. You can also use the Terrorang from the show in an interesting way. Take off the Pterazord. Then just fold up the head. Kinda, well, let's just say fold it in a kind of specific way. No, I'm pretty sure I know. Yeah. Kind of like this. Fold over the head like that. Pull out the wings. And you basically have the Terrorang. Yeah. It was like that. That's kind of cool. You can use that weapon. Just, like that. So reattaching it. We've of course got that. And just getting this back into place. The Dino Drill feature, which makes use of the left arm, which has this switch, which can do 2 rotations. Folding it back rotates it counterclockwise. Has a continuous rotation. You'll move it up and down. And folding forward, you can use this button on the chest to manually spin the drill. Like that. And you can also use this feature in the Zord mode because it's got this button right there. So overall, I can highly recommend the Thundersaurus Megazord. It's definitely a good use of these 3 dinosaurs. Fun to play with. And considering I've had both versions, this is near identical to the Japanese Aba Reno. So you can get it if you're a Dino Thunder or an Aba Ranger fan. So please rate, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And for now, this is KRX50, writing off.